What's going on, everybody? It's a wonderful day, the release week of The Last of Us 2, and we are all here to say fuck Naughty Dog because we were right. We were right all along. We tried to warn you. You may have gone out there and bought the game anyway. You might be really upset with what you got because you didn't want to listen to what we said. But fuck Naughty. As Jeremy can't say it anymore because he doesn't have a Twitter. But as Jeremy would say, fuck Naughty Dog today. Fuck Naughty Dog tomorrow. Fuck Naughty Dog forever. Lethal, how are you doing, my friend? How are you taking in all of this fallout?
I'm loving it. I love the memes. There's one thing we can all agree on is the memes are great. I mean, Abby Smash got thrashed from the back, raw dog.
Yeah. Oh, did you see someone posted, I guess there was like a Reddit or something like that, someone saying that Neil Cuckman did do the mocap for that?
That's not true.
All right. I was like reading that going like, this can't be right.
That's actually one thing that I wanted to talk about. We're going to talk all about The Last of Us 2, about rumors, about we're going to scroll through Reddit, see some of the memes, all that good stuff. But there's a lot of misinformation out there about the game. And that's kind of what happens, in the same way that all this stuff about, George Lucas coming in for Rise of Skywalker kind of thing. That rumor got out there really quick. These things happen when people are passionate about something. And we also have Tugs here. Tugs, how are you?
Okay. How are you?
I'm doing awesome. I'm doing awesome, right? I'm taking glory in the misery, I suppose. Maybe I shouldn't be, but I'm at a different level of grief than everyone else is because we tried to tell everyone.
Them trying to silence you really backfired on them, didn't it?
Oh my God. The Streisand effect. I know Lethal gained a ton of subs. I know Mara gained a ton of subs. I know I gained a ton of subs from this. And all that happened was the word got spread further.
Yep.
Were you to say something, Lethal?
Oh, no, I wasn't, no.
Oh, you just unmuted. I looked. I was keeping an eye and you unmuted. Yeah, stay muted if you're not going to talk then. Let's say hi.
Nice. Abby doesn't like that.
Well, Abby looks like she's opening her mouth to say something. I think it's just
it's a moan of excitement.
Oh no, no.
Yes. Oh yeah. Give Abby the golf club.
Oh God, no.
Give Abby the big stick. Yes. Let's say hi to all the people here in chat. Go Getta, the strongest fusion. Fuck this game and fuck Naughty Dog. No wonder 70% of their employees left. That's
Did you just call him Go Getta?
Gogeta?
Thank you.
It looks like Go Getta as I'm looking at it. I don't give a fuck about Dragon Ball. Come on. Khalil Hines, fuck Naughty Dog. That's right. Runner Studios is here. XZ Mango is here. Welcome to the hate train. Yes, there's plenty of room. There's tickets available. Hop on the hate train, everyone. Go check Naughty Dog on Twitter. They just put out the biggest fuck you to dads all over the earth. Yes, they did indeed. We're going to go take a look at that. We are going to take a look at that. I promise you. Let's see. Lord Overlord Sama, welcome to the golf course. Jam Fuse is here. Michael Jollin's here. Peter Hahn, Hyperion. So many people. Eric, I'm doing good. Thank you.
When are you playing Broforce?
Yeah, never. And Tugs in the chat brings something up. Yes, we are at 15,000 subscribers here on the channel, which is insane. Thank you, Tugs. It's kind of a goal I had set for myself, to be honest, for August, because the beginning of August is going to be my 1-year anniversary on YouTube. And so that was kind of an outside goal. I was like, maybe if I really push for it, I can get there. And Last of Us 2 comes out and people hate it. I've had like 500,000 views on the channel in the past, a couple days. So it's just been absolutely crazy. And I appreciate all you guys being here, all the support I'm getting from everybody on the panel, always with the likes, with the retweets, coming on streams. You guys are awesome. Thank you so much. I appreciate y'all's support. And
you're welcome.
And also everyone in the chat. You guys are the best. Mara, I know you had a pretty big Last of Us 2 video as well recently. Is that one still tracking?
Let me see. I think last time I checked, it kind of peaked, and I think it's like finally kind of slowed. But let me see what the total number of views on it was.
Well, it's doing good for everybody. Lethal had a video that hit 35K, I think.
4,419 views. I think it peaked out at.
I also got ratioed because I angered the fetish community.
Well,
which is quite ironic from me.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the idea that Lethal would anger someone in the fetish community, that's true. They can't. So here's what Lethal did. And so here's what Lethal did is he titled a video, he titled it like Abby's sex scene or something.
Yeah. Oh my God.
PS4 censorship. And then what happened was people go and they click the video and there's nothing but Lethal's dumbass just sitting there on camera talking about the sex scene. So
and anime titties.
And about the like double standards and censorship. So you had people that clicked on it. This is what I think, because when I saw it, I expected you to show it. I think you had people clicking on Lethal's stream and thinking that they're going to see the Abby sex scene in all of its glory. And instead, what they got was not that at all. They just got Lethal's face sitting there talking about censorship.
Can I go full screen for a sec?
Mm-hmm.
I would like to issue a formal apology to the trans fetish community that go on YouTube looking for video game pornography. I was completely in the wrong to do such a thing. But I mean, come on, fucking hell. Anime titties are more important than Abby getting a golf club up her singular sex hole.
There you go. Well said. And we've got the Atlantean here for $2. Thank you so much, my friend. Hey, what's good, y'all? Hashtag Hail the Ryan. Well, I think that's my first time I've heard Hail the Ryan, but I will take it. I will own it. I'll coin that. So thank you very much, man. Appreciate that. The Senate, 15K. Jesus, congrats, Ryan. That got Senate to say something nice. What's going on in the world? He's been locked up with Corona for too long.
Have you seen the Senate's new Twitter bio?
What's that?
It just says, I will meme you into retardation.
That sounds like the Senate. That sounds like the Senate.
That is him.
Rosetta Allen, $2 super chat. Hello, you foul mouth freaked guy. Me? I'm not a foul mouth. I'm not freaked. I am a guy though, which that's up in question for Abby. So
I think she was actually talking to me.
Yeah, I think he was. And just like reminds me of the idiot on Twitter, like I said yesterday, who went after 97 Bravo claiming he was homophobic about the sex scene.
Yeah.
Like, it is straight sex, you moron.
Well,
I saw that.
Listen, so breasts come in all shapes and sizes.
Mm-hmm.
Those look particularly manly. Let's be real. But there's nothing stating that she's trans. Whereas you do have a character, Lev, in the game where there's a whole fucking storyline about Lev being trans. Like, all about it. So they went into detail on that.
Mm-hmm.
I would be surprised. I would be surprised if Abby was actually intended to be trans and it wasn't just some absolutely stupid, just trying to subvert and desexualize everything, because that's how all the women in this game are. They're all desexualized, even with sex scenes.
Mm-hmm.
Abby X put Arnold Schwarzenegger to shame. He's sitting down looking at it being like, oh my gosh, I wish I could pull off that.
I feel like
right there.
I was just gonna say that was his grease. That's oh my gosh, Sandy, oh my gosh.
I think I might have that. Oh, I got rid of it. I swapped John Travolta for this picture.
Yeah.
Alice says it's pure cringe. The devs must be virgins or something. That's not how normal people have sex. You mean just going in dry? Yeah, I agree. But we've never been in a apocalypse, I guess. Maybe they just needed to get the deed done quick. I don't know.
I don't like the fact that he turned her around immediately. Like, he couldn't just look at her in the face while he was doing it, so he had to turn her.
Well, once he took her shirt off, you realized I'd rather just look at the back of you. Well, and speaking of that, I actually want to cover a tweet from an IGN editor who said, if you don't like this game, you're a virgin. Basically called everybody incels for not liking the game. We're going to get to that. Biggles Mets for $2. Hashtag hail to Ryan. Okay, I'm here till dinner is finished. Well, thank you for being here, Biggles. I appreciate you. And I guess I haven't said it already, but, congratulations and happy Father's Day to everybody out there. If you are a father or if you're spending the day with your dad or anything like that. So be thankful for your fathers and for your kids, for sure.
And father figures and golf clubs.
You just want us to call you daddy, don't you?
What?
I said you just want us to call you daddy, right?
I did not mention that. What's up? Okay, if you want to. Go on.
Okay, daddy.
Oh, Mara said it.
Wow.
Mara said
I'm
it.
telling you, you get one porn director on stream and they all fall in line.
Just wait. Just wait until the next big stream. Wait until you get a hold of Kenzie Taylor, then we'll see what happens. Raging Rhino for Australian 30.99. Congrats on 15K. I appreciate you. Thank you for everything you do and for everything you've done for me. Thumbs up, fire. Cheers, mate. Rhino, thank you so much, man. Guys, if you are not subscribed to Raging Rhino, I highly recommend you do so. He puts out great content, better content than I am right now. I'm just happening to hit good content, like as far as the algorithm. But Raging Rhino is an awesome dude. Part of the Raging Geek Jedi show, which is a can't miss, and also part of the Full Aussie. So 2 killer streams right now that he is a part of for sure. So thank you, my friend. I really appreciate that. Rosetta for $2 goes for either Ryan or Lethal. They are my boys. All right. Thank you, Rosetta. Appreciate that.
Rosetta's comic book launch is pretty soon as well. She does a lot of the coloring on that. They got a black and a white one coming. But yeah, good on her, Rosetta. Definitely going to be promoting that a bit for you.
I got a little bit of news. Kenzie Taylor liked my tweet.
Yeah, let me know when she follows you.
Lethal's so big time now.
Just who cares? If you retweet
I'm down the road on that one. Wake the fuck up. It's like
she really only followed you because Axel Prom was on the Full Aussie.
Exactly.
There you go.
I got the clout.
You should hear Lethal now. He's like, man, I got important people following me. I can't just say women are trash. Like I can't just say that anymore. So he just tweets me the things, or just DMs me the things he really wants to say, just to get it out of his system.
That's true.
Naughty Dog can eat dog shit. Yeah. Now this is a great point. CSP, will Abby be on the TV show? Don't know. We don't know. There is an HBO TV show in development right now for The Last of Us. Ellie is supposed to be a major part of it, and Neil Druckmann is helping write the story.
We saw how that went in Last of Us Part 2. So,
owner says, nice T-shirt. I assume you're talking to me, although you could be talking to Tugs. But if you want one of these shirts, it is in the merch store down in the details. We've sold a lot of Fuck Naughty Dog shirts over the past couple days because people fucking hate this game. As at Tugs, I'm interested to hear like your perspective as someone on the outside, because I don't think you've played The Last of Us or anything, and you're very much like a casual gamer. As someone who's just like seen everything going on with the copyright strikes and with Naughty Dog and how they're acting, what's your like overall thoughts on how badly they fucked up?
It's bad. Just looking at it as a business standpoint, watching everything that went down, it's ridiculous. What a childish company. Like that's not how you do that. And it's backfiring on them, which I find hilarious. It's absolutely backfiring on them. So it's been interesting to watch it unfold from beginning to end, and their blatant lies and the way that they made the trailer seem that Joel doesn't end the way he does, and then it all coming true has just been, it's been glorious to watch from an outsider. And I'll never buy anything from Naughty Dog.
Yeah.
Just the way they handled it all. As an outsider, you lost me as a potential customer because the way you handled it all. So
Well, and I think that so many people are in that boat. I had tons of comments. I've seen tons of people on Twitter in my mentions that are saying, I had never heard of Naughty Dog before this. You know, they were a casual gamer. They might have like played Uncharted, but they didn't even know like who the developer was or anything. But just the fact that they copyright struck our channels put all this attention on it.
Yep.
Absolutely insane. Karen wants the manager from Naughty Dog. Karen is the manager at Naughty Dog.
I'm actually curious to see how this is going to go about with Crash Bandicoot, because everyone loves Crash Bandicoot.
Yeah.
I don't care about Crash. I don't
care
Are
about
they
Crash.
Naughty Dog?
Yeah, they created it.
Oh, I didn't know that. Oh. That's a
Yeah.
bummer.
Like I just don't. I've never cared about Crash Bandicoot. My brother used to like it. I used to make fun of him a little bit. It was just never for me. I watched him play it a lot, but I never got into it.
You don't like anything, do you? You don't have a soul.
I fucking do. Listen, on Tug's stream, she asked for a list of things that I like, and I gave her 5.
Wow.
I couldn't think of any others, so I told her I'll fucking get back to you when I think of more.
You swore at her and said, I will fucking get back to you.
Pizza and sports was on that list.
Yeah, pizza, sports, Star Wars EU, good stuff like that. Not Naughty Dog, that's for sure. Dark Side Droids for $5, 15K. Can't stop, won't stop. That is right. It's still like cruising right now, actually. One of the big problems has been that a lot of my vids have got limited on monetization, which I don't know if you've ever experienced it, Lethal, when you have a video that's kind of taken off, then it hits limited and then it kind of trails.
My big one was demonetized straight away, and it got manually reviewed, and they still said no.
Oh, that sucks. See, a lot of mine have been getting limited right off the bat too, and then not getting like. So I actually today I had my first vid hit 100K on my channel, my first one, but the first 80 of it was limited monetization. So that's kind of disappointing, but yeah, it is what it is. But yeah, 15K, can't stop, won't stop. We're at 15.1 right now. We're just gonna keep going. So I want Amy.
Of the year.
What's that?
Said 20,000 before the end of the year.
I'm hoping, maybe 20,000 before August. Maybe we're shifting gears a little bit. Maybe that's the goal now. I don't really know. Mara and Letha are fighting in the private chat, guys.
I saw.
Mara's jealous, I think. Congrats.
Yeah, me telling him to bite me. Yeah, that's jealousy.
I can get other people to do it.
Sure.
Drunk 3PO for $9.99. Good to see Jay. Jay was doing a Jedi Fallen Order stream today. And he did his Jaws watch party last night. Drunk also hit 10,000 subscribers. Congratulations, Drunk 3PO says, congrats on 15K. Can I borrow 200? Haha, love you, dude. Let's get that 50K this year. Yeah, that would be fucking awesome. You know, we actually had, before we started the show, we had the Drunk 3PO banner up behind, but we missed it now. We don't have it anymore. But thank you so much, Jay. Looking forward to the RK3PO show again sometime very soon. Scroll back down. And then we'll get to Reddit, because Reddit is where it's at if you want to know about The Last of Us. Skytrooper 501st, $2. The Last of Us 2 meme of the year. Yes, the entire fucking game is a meme at this point. And we're going to go through the ones that, we're allowed to show on this stream. All right. Now, if you guys don't know, The Last of Us 2 server, the Reddit server, is where it's at. That is where you want to go, because that is where you get the facts. It used to just be a fan group for The Last of Us 2, and then once people saw the leaks, it quickly turned into an anti-Last of Us 2 group. And so that's where all the good information's at. I know how it is with demonetization. My 2 biggest videos ever got demonetized. I know, John. It's like you have a 100K video and it made like $3 or something, and you're like, ugh, that's kind of a bummer. But yeah, thank you, John. Appreciate the super chat, man. Hope you're doing well. Hope you're doing well. I see a lot of fuck Naughty Dogs. Naughty Dog is asshole in there. Biggles has got to go, he said. Peace, Biggles. Have a good one. All right. Oh my God. I'm just going to take some chances and scroll through this thing. Because we're 15K. We're big time now. They can't strike us down anymore. Bravo, Druckmann. Abby won't forgive the sexist who apologized and made her a sandwich, but forgives the woman who killed her dad.
Yeah. Oh, that's good.
I actually have a I have a tab open of this Reddit. I've been on this Reddit a lot lately. It's so good. It's Senate quality memes.
Oh, it's ridiculously good. It's and a lot of tweets and stuff are shared here as well. So we'll go through a couple things. Look at this. Happy Father's Day to gaming's best dad. And this is appropriate because motherfuckers. Let's see if I have Druckmann's up. Let me stop sharing real quick. Make sure I don't pull up the wrong tab. This motherfucker Neil Cuckman. What a fucking asshole he is. Right here. Joel is trending on Father's Day. Love it. And then a Joel Salt meme. Are you fucking kidding me? What an absolute fucking piece of garbage this dude is.
Mm-hmm.
Like, they used Joel in this game. Joel, who is one of the most beloved characters in video game history, I dare say, like a lot of people have been saying, because of his relationship with Ellie. That's all this was ever about, was the story of these two characters. And this is what they did to him. They massacred his character. And Druckmann continues to use him to promote the game.
Yeah, that's typical Druckmann. And keep in mind, this is the same guy that pushed out Amy Hennig because, wham and good. That's the whole thing they keep telling us. And we have like one of the most beloved women in the industry, Amy Hennig, who, for the record, disagreed with the DLC for Last of Us, but whatever. And then he came along and pushed her out and puts out this shit game. So fuck him.
I ask people whenever they're defending him. I'm like, for the fact that claiming he is pro women, and I'm like, well, he did do this to a woman who was in charge of Naughty Dog, who was the basically the you would not have Uncharted 1 through 3 without Amy Hennig.
He's also the one that retconned the Uncharted stuff with number 4.
Yeah, so I'm like
2016, yeah.
So for like the first 3, you have a woman to thank for that because she was the biggest key player for the games that you love, and then the guy who comes in pushes her out of that role and retcons, does the changes the DLC for Last of Us Left Behind, and then retcons everything in Uncharted 4. Like, how can you defend this guy?
Yeah, they're trash.
You can try. Blue-Eyed Scorpion. They made a sequel to The Last of Us. Kind of.
That's so good.
Try to.
My cousin, who's like a die-hard Last of Us guy, like a fucking fanatic die-hard Last of Us guy. The last message that he sent me, like a text message, it just says, "There is no sequel." That's all it says.
Basically, I mean, that's how a lot of people are going to see this, because this is not what it should be. This is not a fucking... How is Neil Druckmann the guy that made The Last of Us, is what a lot of people are saying right now. And there are a lot of people who were there, including Bruce Staley, I forget if that's his name or not, who was the director of The Last of Us, no longer there at Naughty Dog. 70% turnover in their staff between Uncharted 4 and this. So this is not a sequel in a lot of people's minds. Melissa Lord, $5. Naughty Dog is getting their karma. My friend said they killed Joel like halfway through and it has too much SJW politics, like 8, so like The Last Jedi.
Yeah. Like not even halfway through. Not even halfway through.
Not even a quarter.
Yeah. Like 10% of the way through. Pretty much.
About 2 hours into the game. And we'll go through, and I've showed it a couple times before on different videos and stuff, but I want to go through and show people what exactly they changed to make you trick you into believing that Joel would be a part of this. And I do want to say thank you. We have 500 people watching this stream. Thank you so much, guys. Really appreciate that. If you're not subscribed, please do smash that subscribe button, smash the like button, get this video out there. And thank you guys for these super chats and all the support. Brian Trunick for $5. Do you think social media has a negative effect on art, specifically artistic expression? I think that social media just amplifies any problems, basically. I think it's a place for people to go to like complain about something, and people who everyone has a voice, which is one of the awesome things about social media. But at the same time, there might be a reason why some people's voices like aren't necessarily, or if they're heard, they're just ignored, right? Because they're like, wow, that's fucking retarded, whatever you said. But on social media, some of those things can just catch traction and everyone feels entitled. Like there's very, very right because they get a like on something. One person agrees with me, therefore that validates my opinion. So I think social media is good in general, but it can amplify a lot of bad things.
I'm going to sound very hypocritical, like extremely hypocritical, but I think in the grand scheme of things, social media was a big mistake.
I mean, I don't know.
Except for when porn stars follow me.
What?
That's true. Well, you were agreeing with that, Tugs. What do you think about social media?
I think it started off as just like anything else. Pick something. It started off as a really good idea. And it was a way to keep everybody connected. And it's just gotten completely out of control.
I don't know necessarily if it was just social media, but I think it's a part of it because it does, going too deeply into psychological terms does kind of amplify narcissistic behavior in some people. But at the same time, you'd also have to factor in, I think, the political correctness, identity politics that's sort of permeating society that kind of made its way from the political spectrum into social media because of the indoctrination of kids in school.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it all goes in together.
Mm-hmm.
It does.
Yeah, I can understand that.
The internet was only made to look at pictures of boobies.
Right?
Yeah.
I mean, like, look what happened with Facebook. Facebook originally, for those of you who are that are watching that were younger, when Facebook first came out, Facebook was for college kids only. You had to have a college email address when it very first started, because it was a way for, as we all graduated high school and lost our friends and moved across the country to go to different schools, it was a way for us to keep track of each other and to see, oh, you know, Billy over there is having a housewarming party. This is great. And to keep in touch with each other. It was never adults. It was never kids. It was never this. And it has now expanded into this. It's not as bad as Twitter, but it's gotten out of hand. It always starts out really good. And then the more you add to it, the more people start complaining, well, I want to be on it too. Why can't I be on it? It's not for you. Mm-hmm. Facebook was the first to cave, and they became Facebook for everybody. And it just has spiraled from there. And Mara is right. The narcissistic behavior just builds and builds and builds because there's no consequences to anything. And it's just gotten crazy.
See, I just don't even use Facebook anymore because it's just all my friends from like high school or like people that I knew at jobs like 10 years ago.
Yeah.
And then like my family members just posting political shit. And it's like, all right, bye. You know, I just don't use it. So I just use it for Messenger and to look at pictures of my kids, basically. Khalil Hines for $20. Hey, Ryan, this may be unrelated to Last of Us 2, but have you seen Professor Geek's video on the Snyder Cut? And he says fans are the vocal minority and that they are what's wrong in the world. You have your thoughts. Well, I will say that I do believe when you look at the number of people really involved in the Snyder Cut, I do think that it is a very vocal minority. I think that there's a lot of people who weren't necessarily aware of what the Snyder Cut was for a while. But I also think that just like everything, there's a bunch of people in the middle that weren't interested in what they saw in Justice League, and that's why it only made what it made, despite the budget, despite the hype around that movie. That's why that movie lost money in the end. So although the hardcore Snyder Cut fans yeah, I agree. That's a vocal minority of people. I think you're also seeing a pretty wider support for it than you necessarily would if it was just, oh, this is the only people that care about it. So that's my thoughts. But I have not seen his video specifically, but I'll take a look, Khalil. Appreciate your super chat. The Walt Man, 199. The video game world got their last Jedi moment.
Yeah.
Fucking knife.
Yeah, fuck yeah, they did. Snake, I meant my children. I believe I said my children when they get posted there. So just,
boy.
Yep.
yeah, just to be clear, there's a lot of people watching. Just to be clear, Jay Rickman for $2 super chat. Thank you so much, Jay Rickman. Appreciate that. And yeah, I see Alvin saying a 3.8 from a 3.4. I actually let me see if I still have this up.
Wasn't it 3.2 at one point?
Yeah, I went down that low, 3.2 last time I saw.
So I just, before I came on, and I was a little late getting the link out to these guys for the start of this because I was filmed a video, and I'm going to put the video out sometime later when I actually have a notification available from YouTube. But something I thought was interesting is something that I have been seeing in my comment sections. And I do have 1.8 held for review and 1.5K light that are spam. So if you think if you were aggressive and you said fuck Naughty Dog or something, you think your comment got deleted, it's probably in one of these, just so you know. Look at this one. I can't even post my negative review. Every time I try, it just won't let me. Also, I can't get my review to post on Metacritic. Been trying all day. I'll keep trying and see what happens. I still can't leave my Metacritic review after 2 days. Notice how the score is going up, though?
Mm-hmm.
I can't review The Last of Us 2 on Metacritic. I've tried like 10 times, and it just keeps on loading. I literally just tried to leave a review, but it timed out. Seems negative reviews aren't allowed on the site anymore. There are a lot of people, guys, that are having trouble doing this. A lot of people that are not able to leave reviews. So that it's something that I do think is concerning. Now, at the same time, I've seen this number to continue to increase. If I refresh again, it'll probably be around 30,000. Let's see, 29,511 right now. Oh, it hasn't changed at all, actually, but neither did the positive one. So they may be holding some reviews. I'm not exactly sure. Dorian says, heard about your channel because of the DMCA stuff. So now you have another new sub thanks to those Sony clowns. Thank you, Dorian. Appreciate that. It's the Streisand effect, baby. That is what is going on here. Savetti, yeah, same. Can't leave a review. Wow.
Wow.
There it is.
Yeah.
So again, it's
like,
a couple people, but yeah.
I mean, not that I put any credibility on, with Rotten Tomatoes or anything, or any conspiracy theory, but it's like when The Rise of Skywalker came out and that user score didn't budge below or above 88%.
Yes, yeah, exactly. It locked.
Yeah.
No matter how many scores got there, it locked. It was definitely funky for sure.
Yeah.
But God, yeah, and I heard that I heard that Naughty Dog put out a post as well on Father's Day, which was, look, Joel playing a guitar to Ellie, wishing you all a happy Father's Day. God, that it's just that. How
I've got a hypothetical with that. Do you think maybe they're just completely tone deaf? I don't think so. I think they're doing it on purpose. I think they're trash. But what if they're just the dumbest idiots in the world?
I don't think they are. Well, I think the first thing that everyone is looking at when they see this shit after what they have done is quite obviously,
how dare you?
Because that's the only reaction that you can have to this shit. Mm-hmm. After what the shit that they have pulled, that is absolutely disgusting.
Yeah.
And how can I don't know? Like, I mean, they're the ones that made him get his head caved in by Abby Zilla with a golf club, and then I don't know, man. It's.
And I mean, I was reading another Forbes article, and it's like the same one that I would kind of dub the Scott Mendelson of Forbes at this point. Not the guy that you tweeted about, Ryan, or talked about, who actually did do an impartial article about the situation.
Yeah. You're talking about Paul Tassi.
Yeah. Who said that, it's like people are upset because of like the fact that the character dies, and I'm like, you're still going with that narrative. We're not upset that he dies. We're not exactly upset with Abby killing him necessarily. It's just the fact that one, you do a complete 180 with his character from the first one to the second one. Then you have him making stupid decisions. Then you have him dying in the first 2 hours of the game. So you have like 23 hours left of gameplay. Then you have to play as the character who killed Joel for parts of the game.
Yes, and when we heard these leaks and we realized you were going to have to play as Abby, what did all of us say? We were like, listen, that's bullshit, but they're going to have to try to find some way to explain this shit. You know what I mean? To make you feel like this makes sense. Yeah. And they haven't. I want you guys to actually listen. It's funny you brought that up. I have this Angry Joe clip ready to go. And I'm not the biggest Angry Joe fan. But I think that with a lot of as he's playing through, he's hitting a lot of points that we've been talking about for this.
Also, keep in mind, Halo 2, you played as the Arbiter, so I don't want to hear this fucking argument about how people don't like playing as the other side.
No, but it would have to at least make sense to the story, and she's not a likable character, and people don't want to exactly play the character who killed a beloved character from the franchise, in the sense that they're being forced to like this character just because. So,
Drunk 3PS says sub to Lethal and Mara. I'm on my phone and don't have the links. Yes, please do sub to Lethal. I'll make sure I get those links in there at some point.
Got it.
Okay, thank you, Tugs. I appreciate you.
Don't sub for me. Sub for Kenzie Taylor.
Lethal is, listen, Kenzie Taylor, the woman who plays Captain Marvel in the true Captain Marvel, the porn parody, follows Lethal on Twitter and will likely be making an appearance on his channel soon, just so you guys know. So do sub to Lethal. And Mara.
Harder, deeper, faster.
The Atlantean for $5. The issue with social media started when it all went mainstream. Much like gaming and comics and D&D, it started out incredibly niche. Yeah, that's a good point. And then once everyone gets involved and everybody has to have it a certain way, and yeah, you're 100% right. It makes a lot of sense, Atlantean. Thank you for the super chat.
Yeah.
Project Utopian for $5. Did you see the Father's Day post? Naughty Dog on Twitter. Cruel evil people. We just looked at it. It is absolutely disgusting. These people are fucking terrible. Thank you, Project Utopian, for the $5 super chat. I appreciate that. And then I see another one somewhere. Let me find it. Again, so many people here, guys. Thank you so much for being here. Larry, channel member Larry, world-class bullshitters reported that stores are refusing returns and refunds on The Last of Us 2. Is this another Naughty Dog Sony ploy? I actually talked about, God fucking damn it. I actually talked about that in a video before that. I think I did it last night. I did a video yesterday about this situation. It's from a website that is very iffy, Sausage Roll. You might know that one, Lethal. SausageRoll.au, which is an Australian site. It's very iffy, but it's not the first time that I've heard that, and I've seen the pictures of a store that was saying that they would not accept refunds or returns.
That store is JB Hi-Fi, an Australian store, and I'm pretty sure it's real. That sounds very much within the realms of JB Hi-Fi.
Exactly. That is the report. It is JB Hi-Fi, so it sounds like that could be. I reported it as unconfirmed, and I do think World Class Bullshitters reported it as unconfirmed as well, just because of the source involved. But it doesn't mean that they're wrong. So thank you very much, Larry. Go ahead.
Just for clarification, JB Hi-Fi is also the same store where the guy put out the cover, and he put out the one that said "One Angry Lesbian." Same store, same franchise.
Yeah. Nice. God, that's good. But it's gonna be interesting. There's gonna be a lot of this shit going on. Now, we've heard there are reports starting to come out about The Last of Us Part 2 breaking records in the UK as far as first release goes, first release weekend. But it's gonna be interesting how many people return this shit. It was almost impossible to cancel your pre-order. Mark the Cyborg from Geeks and Gamers talked about that. There's some shady shit. They knew that this was going to happen, guys. They knew it was going to happen. Now, let me play this Angry Joe thing here because I think Angry Joe does a good job of explaining why fucking people are hating this game. And it's not because Joel dies, right? It's not because Joel dies, it's because of everything else.
But if you do want to kill Joel, that's not why we dislike the story. It's how you do it. You get that through your thick fucking skull. It's not that hard of a concept. How you kill a beloved character is important, especially if that character is the main character that people care about. Nobody cares about Abby.
Hey.
Especially when she murders your favorite character. And you do it in such a shitty way. And then act surprised when people are angry and resentful. After 7 years of waiting, you act fucking surprised. If you act surprised, you might be a bit slow. If that offends you, if you're offended, but you might be a bit slow if you're surprised at what is going on right now with the opinion of The Last of Us 2.
That's kind of funny, isn't it? Because, like, let's be real. I mean, like, a lot of people within, like, our side of this whole thing probably aren't the big Angry Joe fans, but it's kind of like a united front at this point. It's like 90% of people can get together and be like, guys, you really fucked up on this one.
Yeah.
Gambit says this will win Game of the Year. I hope y'all don't jump off a bridge. It's not worth it.
Oh, trust me, Gambit. I don't give a shit if it wins Game of the Year. I'm not buying. I'm buying it. I don't care.
You wait till Cyberpunk gets up in your shit, man, and claps your cheeks.
And on top of it, I want to point out that yes, it might break records like the opening weekend, whatever, but it's like movies. You look at the second week. Look at the second weeks. You see what drop, if any, and returns, if any, there are.
Hey, Gambit, you know, at this rate, you might as well just fucking be sucking off Ghost of Tsushima's dick when it comes out in like 3 weeks. And crushes your shit fucking game.
Yeah.
Well, and listen, we knew, and we talked about this, right? Because we knew that the hype for this game was real. Because guess what? The first one was really fucking good. And the thing that people loved about the first one was the story and the relationship between Joel and Abby. This one literally bends it over and fucks it in the ass. I mean, so.
Literally, look at my picture.
Literally, look at that picture. So it's not a surprise that people are reacting this way.
Game of the Year. You fucking retarded. Look at my profile picture. You're telling me it's Game of the Year?
But listen, with the way that, and I've talked about this before here on the channel, with the way that so many people, the access media, games journalists, want to keep their access, keep these early release or these early copies that they get so they can get a review out there fast and get their clicks. Listen, I wouldn't be surprised. It's going to win some awards for sure. But guess
Final
what?
Fantasy VII came out this year.
Nobody gives a fuck about what game critics say anymore. No one gives a fuck because they're disingenuous pieces of fucking garbage. Now, if you like it, Gambit, hey, if you play it, you like it, I'm really happy for you, and I'm happy you liked it. But the idea that I would jump off a bridge because it wins Game of the Year is just about the dumbest thing in the fucking world. I wouldn't jump off a bridge for anything.
Can we get the chat to spam fuck Naughty Dog? I want to see it just because Gambit's a fucking retard.
Yeah. Like, we don't care enough. I mean, it's just like no game or anything is worth jumping off a bridge. And I certainly don't give a shit enough about this game to do so. I'm waiting for Ghost of Tsushima and Cyberpunk 2077. That's what I'm waiting for.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, and well, I mean, Cyberpunk might have had a better chance to win Game of the Year if it wasn't releasing like fucking at the end of November now, motherfuckers. Yeah. I want that fucking game.
I know.
But I think it will be good. And thank you, Subhuman, for those fuck Naughty Dog emotes. And listen, since we have 700 fucking people in the chat, we might as well talk about it a little bit. You can get that fuck Naughty Dog emote if you do click that join button and become a channel member. And also, let's see if I can find it here. We have the fuck Naughty Dog merch. We have the fuck Naughty Dog merch as well. Let me go ahead and share my screen. I know we got a lot of people out there, and even for people like Gambit, who, you know, really likes Abby, we have it available in unisex. If you're not quite sure which one you need, male or female, it is available in unisex just for you, Gambit. So we do have that. They come in all sorts of colors. We got mugs. We got women's T-shirts. We've sold a lot of these because a lot of people are fucking upset about this shit. So let me copy that. Boom, boom, boom. Get your Naughty Dog merch here. Boom, boom, boom.
Or at the bottom of a bridge. Fucking idiot.
Yes, or at the bottom of a bridge. One or the other. Let me catch up on a couple of these super chats.
Your merch. I'm still waiting for my shirt. All it says is it's shipped. I have no idea where it is in the United States right now.
Oh,
Mark,
geez.
listen, you've been waiting for drunk shit for forever too. I think you just live in a weird.
No, I think he never sent it. It's been several months.
Yeah, he's never sent his.
God. Project Utopian. Project Utopian for $5. Screw that. I'm waiting for Cyberpunk. Oh yes, dude. I am so excited for that, and I even made a video about it for Gaming with Geeks, another channel I'm affiliated with. That it's, you know, I am disappointed, but I'm 100% okay with them waiting till the game is ready, because I can't wait to play this fucking game. Yeah. Keanu has my faith. Fuck Naughty Dog. Game of the year, my ass. Who let Anita get involved? Neil Cuckman. Indeed. The Waltz Man for $1.99. Japan apparently censored the sex scene. Hero High said that, huh? I'll have to check that out. I must have missed that. I do love Hero High. I'll have to check that out. But I mean, it's not surprising. It's a pretty, you know, it's pretty graphic, especially when you're talking about a company that censors just big tits in general, like when they're not even being revealed. You know, it's strange to have this kind of a graphic scene.
I think it's a little bit odd, considering Japan is very anti-censorship. But then again, you know, maybe they just don't want to see one of their most famous icons, Godzilla, being fucked from the back.
Oh God! Well,
oh my God.
And it could be too the type of I don't know. I don't want to say any more than that. Common Sense America, $4.99. Would you jump off a bridge if it meant no Mario Kart? No, I would not. Listen, I fucking hate playing Mario Kart with a passion. I think it's stupid, but my life has so much more value than that of Mario Kart. I'm not going to worry about that. So I would not jump off a bridge if it meant no Mario Kart. But good idea, though. Good idea. And I see Steph in the chat, guys. Steph's in the chat. Fuck Naughty Dog merch here. That's right. For you channel members, we do have a new Steph emote. So why don't you spam that and show Steph some love? How much is the shirt? The shirt is, I think, $22.99. The mugs are $13.99. The women's shirts with, you know, we like to help out the women, so it's only $21.99. And then the sweatshirts, I think, are $40. The sweatshirts that I'm wearing, $40. So definitely, I do appreciate all you guys that have been checking this stuff out. So Schnick says, I'm going to create Neil Cuckman in Cyberpunk. I'm glad we can edit genitals. Otherwise, I wouldn't be able to do it authentically. God, that's good.
Yep.
God, that's fucking good. Let's get back a little bit. Oh, you know what we have to play? We have to play PewDiePie's song. I don't know if you guys have seen this.
Oh,
shit.
yeah, I've seen that. Has he gotten to that part yet? Has he gotten to the end yet?
I don't think he's at the end.
Okay.
But listen, PewDiePie's playing through this game as if he had no idea, as if he had no idea behind the leaks. I was really surprised by that. I thought he would at least have heard something, but we'll see. Let's see what he says.
He's not on social media at all, so
that's true.
He's pretty in the dark with a lot of stuff.
He does. He does a huge, he does a huge video every week or two where he literally just reviews memes and reviews Reddit memes. You know what I mean? So it just seems strange to me that he wouldn't have seen any of this. But yeah, I love PewDiePie. It's Kwanzaa time. My channel sees some great growth. Yes, it fucking has, man. Thank you so much. Calypso, who also got struck by Naughty Dog. To be honest, Ryan, I feel like I'm giving it an honest review at 6 out of 10. The story is the only huge glaring issue for me. Well, I'm glad you're being honest, man. I think that's all we can really expect. All we can ask for from a lot of people.
Seems to be more than we can ask, unfortunately.
Exactly.
An actual objective score, as opposed to telling someone they're a piece of shit because we're a little bit iffy on the leaks that end up being true, and then we go, wait a minute, why are we being censored?
I'd pay $50 if you had Joel on there giving the finger. That'd be cool. I think I'm skirting the line with an altered Naughty Dog symbol anyway. But let's listen. I will say the guitar playing is probably the coolest part that I've seen about this game, to be quite honest. How interactive the guitar playing is. But this was PewDiePie's song, and of course, he hasn't got to the end yet. Doesn't know that it's going to end with Abby walking away fine. But listen to his little song.
No audio.
Boomer.
Am I the only one who can't hear it?
There's no audio.
There's no
God fucking damn it! Why do I have to fucking do that every time? You guys are missing it. I can't believe it.
Abby's gonna die. Abby's gonna die. I hate that bitch. Hate that bitch. Abby's gonna die. Abby's gonna die. Fuck that bitch. Abby's gonna die. I'm gonna
torture her.
Everyone.
But then, unfortunately, you play through this entire game. You play through this entire fucking game. And what happens? You kill how many fucking people?
Yeah.
Just to get to this fucking bitch. And they say, oh, God, revenge is bad, guys. Don't do that. Are you fucking kidding me?
But it was okay when Abby did it to Joel because she's getting revenge on him.
When Abby got away scot-free. Abby got away fine.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, she got revenge on Joel, so like revenge is okay if it's a wham and
Abby gets to keep her fingers.
Yeah.
Well, and I have something pulled up here too. I'm still sharing my screen, I think, here. I want to go through the way that somebody broke it down. This is one of the reviews that people are saying are bot reviews, of course, right? Of course, because they have to say that. I think I missed a couple super chats, so I just wanted to get through these real quick. Blue-Eyed Scorpio says, I killed Mufasa. Oh, my God, you son of a bitch. Vickles Mets for $2. Use a mini golf bridge instead to jump off. Oh, yeah, well, yeah, I would jump off a mini golf bridge. I think I would be fine. And then Project Utopian again for $5. The saddest thing is he will never get redemption. They will literally just put a dagger in his wound. Yeah, man, it's over. Like the ways that they could have done this to give him a great death, a great send-off were numerous. They could have done tons of different ways, but they did not. They didn't do any of that shit. And I see so many people in the chat saying congrats on 15,000. Thank you guys so much. It's not possible without everyone on this panel here supporting me, and then everyone in the chat that has supported me as well. All my incredible patrons and channel members. Some of you have been there with me when I had 300 subscribers. You are all incredible, and thank you guys so fucking much. Yes, Red Dead Redemption 2 is a great example of that. Yes, indeed. The Atlantean, $5. As a guitarist, seeing Ellie play different chords without moving her bloody hands irks me to no end. Well, she actually does. You might not be able to see it very well. I play piano, but I am not a guitar player, but I do know that there's a couple chords that are very close. She moves her index finger slightly on one of the chords. You just can't see it very well when he's alternating between those first couple. But if you watch some of the gameplay, like I said, it's one of the cool things about this game is the guitar playing, in my opinion. Now, I want you guys to watch this, and this is one of the reviews that they're saying are fake reviews. This people didn't play this. They just don't like it. This is an in-depth comparison of why they tried to use our stupidity to make us feel sympathy for Abby. This game uses cheap artificial, manipulative story mechanics instead of intelligent or thoughtful characterization to garner sympathy for Abby. For example, when playing as Ellie, you are forced to kill dogs, which they said you didn't have to. That turned out to be a lie. Murder screaming, wailing people whose loved ones mourn and cry in terror, making you feel bad about killing them, and murder a pregnant woman. Whereas when you're playing with Abby, you are forced to play and have fun with dogs, including that same dog that Abby ends up killing, or that Ellie ends up killing. Defend yourself against evil, scary, transphobic jungle people, and save kids. People who enjoy the story are confusing skillful direction with cheap manipulation. People seem to be forgetting that Abby is fundamentally an evil, immoral character that doesn't deserve sympathy. In Ellie's darkest moments, she attacks a woman who, aside from being involved in her father's death, also further titillates and aggravates Ellie by saying Joel died like a little bitch. Reacting with rage and impetus, she beats the woman up with a metal pipe. However, she's visibly traumatized and shaken. She comes back and is distressed. And I can't read that because I have a fucking mark in my screen because I knocked it over playing Mario Kart. Anyway, kills a woman who she later finds out is pregnant. When she finds out, she freaks out, almost starts going into shock. In Abby's darkest moments, she shoots an old man in the knee who just previously saved her life multiple times. That's the thing. She gets saved over and over again by Joel and Tommy without knowing who they are. And then as soon as she hears their names, which they fucking for some reason decide to give her, she murders him without a second thought. Proceeds to take visceral pleasure in beating him with a golf club, torturing him for so long she eventually grows exhausted and needs to remove her jumper. She delivers the killing blow right in front of a screaming girl who begs for his life. And 2, smashes a girl's face, and upon finding out the girl's pregnant, Abby takes immense pleasure and satisfaction at the prospect of slitting her throat. Both girls enact their darkest moments under the impetus of revenge, but it's clear which character takes pleasure in the idea of inflicting pain. Once you understand this, any meaning the story holds completely withers away. The Last of Us 2 is not a satisfying or entertaining story experience, nor is it the story that even needed to be told, given how many other movies, games, books, TV shows have conveyed the consequences of the revenge theme better. Mm-hmm. This is the people that people are saying are bots, are homophobes, are racists, right? That's
Abby.
Yeah, go ahead.
Right. If Abby takes pleasure in doing all that type of stuff, I think it's totally fair and acceptable that she would enjoy being raw dogged.
Well, yeah, that's true. I guess I never thought about it that way. But yeah, you're right, Lethal. Maybe she's just a freaking sadist like that. Yeah. Maybe she's just into that kind of thing. Queasy, $1.99. Abby's only hardship was that dry Neil. That dry Neil dick. Now, again, everyone has come out and said that that's not Neil Druckmann that did the motion capture for that. All the actors and himself have also said that. So I do need to clear it up. But yes, that's pretty fucking funny. Peasy for $5. I love playing a genre that tries to preach the genre is wrong. LOL. What the fuck? Yeah, exactly. And that's the whole thing, right? Is that the you can see memes of this fucking everywhere, but I think Mark shared one on the Game with Geeks podcast the other day. This essentially, hey, revenge is wrong. We're making you do this thing though. And you're like, but I don't want to do this thing. We're like, well, you have to do it to get through the story. And you're like, okay, I do it. And then the game's like, why did you do that thing? You're fucking a terrible person. You should never do that. Revenge is bad. You're like, I didn't even want to do that thing. You know, that
even like giving Abby a choice in that cutscene or something, like have internal conflict herself. She knows this guy, Joel saved her multiple times, and maybe have some she's still angry about what he did to her father and from the first game, but she's she sees that he's not the guy that she thought he was, sort of a situation. At least give the players a choice that way if they want to do it, sort of a situation. And you're putting it back in the player's hands versus now you have no choice. She kills a beloved character, and by the way, we're going to make you play as that character through some of the game. Yeah. And on top of that, be told, like you said, we're a shit person because revenge is wrong, but you made us do it in the first place.
Yeah, exactly. Is there any redeeming quality? I think
It's beautifully made.
It looks beautiful. And in fact, fucking Cuck, man. Let's see if I can find that dumbass. This is Naughty Dog. I'm sure I can find that motherfucker somewhere. Oh, I never even showed the stuff that they changed. Why don't we do that?
So I'd say that their voice acting is pretty good. Everyone that worked on it seems to put a lot of effort into it. It's very well polished. Can't really say the gameplay is that great based on what we've seen. There's definitely positives to it, but the ultimate thing is it's story driven. Beyond story driven, it's like one level below being a movie. You can judge this game without playing it. It's trash.
Oh yeah. Culture Casino with the unicorn super sticker. Thank you so much, Culture Casino. And I see the canceled man himself, Geeks and Gamers, in the chat says, "Fuck Naughty Dog." That's right, fuck Naughty Dog. And Jeremy can't say it on Twitter anymore, but fuck Naughty Dog today. Fuck Naughty Dog tomorrow. Fuck Naughty Dog forever. Thank you so much for the super chat, Jeremy. If you want to hop on and talk shit, just let me know. We can definitely do that. But I wanted to show this because this is something that I hadn't gone over yet today for those people that may not have known, may not have watched a couple videos. Again, 787 people watching, guys. Thank you so much. As Larry puts the fuck Naughty Dog emotes in the chat, which you can get by being a channel member. Thank you so much, Larry. And Steph pimps the fuck Naughty Dog merch in the chat. Thank you, Steph. But there's some people who have not seen this yet, may not understand the fucking marketing ploy that occurred for this to happen. Naughty Dog has misled the Last of Us fans with swapped models. And honestly, some of this is pretty fucking disgusting what they've done. Now, we're going to watch here the story trailer, the fucking trailer that they played for this game. And again, we've talked about it over and over again. The thing that made The Last of Us great was the fact that the story, you had this relationship between Joel and Ellie. Look at what they did here in the trailer.
What the hell are you doing here?
You think I'd let you do this on your own?
Right? So they have a scene where it seems like Joel has gone after Abby when she's on some kind of mission. You think I'd let you do this on your own? And you're like, wow, listen, we're going to get Joel and Ellie back together because he's not going to let her do this by herself. They're going to team up and we're going to get more of that relationship. But then you get to the actual fucking game. Look what they do.
What the hell are you doing here?
I think I'd let you do this on your own.
Jesse.
Christine.
So there is Jesse. That is not fucking Joel. It is literally the same background. And we'll look at it right here. The same fucking background. Jesse, the Asian love interest of Ellie's now girlfriend, who is having Jesse's baby but is with Ellie, right? I know that's complicated. It sounds like a fucking CW show, doesn't it?
Yeah.
But yeah, it is him who is there. Now you look at this, it's the same stairs in the background. This model was created just for the fucking trailer to trick everyone into playing this game. Absolutely disgusting market manipulation from that. And people have done, side by sides of both. Incoming false advertising settlement money go brrr. Yeah. And we did get a couple super chats here, so let me catch up with those really quick. So many people here. Thank you guys. If it's your first time here, please do consider smashing the like button, subscribing. Appreciate you guys. Sky Trooper 501st says, National Geographic breaking news. Horny Abby getting smashed hard from behind, dry. God, yeah. National Geographic, much bigger tits than Abby has in every video I've ever seen National Geographic. But yes, Kevin Vu for $5 says, my biggest problem is, did Abby learn a lesson? Did Abby learn revenge is wrong? Because if she didn't, then what's the point? No, Abby didn't learn that. Abby got her revenge, and other than getting roughed up, she got everything she wanted.
Mm-hmm.
She gets to keep all her fingers.
Yeah.
She
She gets to walk away at the end with, with, like you said, not learning a lesson. Like, so her revenge tale was fine, but we have to be told it's wrong when Ellie does it.
Yeah, that's the thing. It's Ellie, this character that you do care about, who kills fucking hundreds of people to get revenge. Gets there, gets her fingers bitten off by Abby in this final sequence, and sees a flashback of Joel and says, "Oh, revenge bad."
Yeah.
And lets her go. How fucking stupid is that?
Mm-hmm.
Some Neil Druckmann writing for you.
Yeah.
Y'all miss Amy Hennig yet? The woman.
I do.
Yeah.
It was supposed to be all this. We're all for women. Rah, 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 rah. Well, bring back the woman then, because she fucking got it right.
Yeah.
I saw a fucking picture. I saw a picture on Reddit of Amy Hennig with my fuck naughty dog emote posted on it. Let me see if I can find that. Did you see that?
That's awesome.
Yeah.
I know. Did you see that, Lethal? I sent it to one of our group chats.
No, I don't think I would remember that.
Here it is. Look at this.
Oh, that's awesome.
Amy Hennig wishing Cuckman the best. Look, it's my emote.
That's awesome.
That's fucking funny as hell.
Yeah.
Yeah, a lot of people miss Amy Hennig right now for sure. Let me catch up with a couple. Well, actually, let's welcome Steph to the stream.
Hi.
Hey,
Congratulations.
Thank you.
I'm a little late.
No, that's all right. 15,000 subscribers.
Yay!
That couldn't happen without everybody here. So thank you guys so much. Let me get through a couple more of these super chats, guys. Blue-Eyed Scorpio, $1.99. Raw Dog, Naughty Dog, hard. Yes, I agree. Blue-Eyed Scorpio. And then Hurin the Steadfast with Canadian $10. Doesn't say anything, but thank you so much for that super chat, my friend. Really appreciate that. And then I saw another one from Project Utopian for $5. Fuck it. I'm going to spend every dollar I was going to spend on the BS on you guys instead.
Oh,
Good
shit.
Geeks
There you
and
go.
Gamers. Well, thank you so much.
Bravo, sir.
Yep.
Thank you. That's the way a lot of people are doing it. And if they're not going to give it to YouTubers, or they're going to give it to Cyberpunk, they're going to give it to Ghost of Tsushima, right? They're going to spend it on other things, on products.
Spend it on merch.
Yeah, spend it on merch, things you can wear, all those things, right? People are using their pre-order money for that, and they're using it for other things. Reports of GameStop's having tons of people asking to do that when they were reminded that they had The Last of Us 2 pre-ordered. We'll see. We'll see what happens. Let's see. Melissa Lord for $2. This game is a troll. It's a giant virtue signal. Thoughts, Ryan? There's no doubt that it's a giant virtue signal. There's no doubt that it's a huge virtue signal. But even if that was what it was, the only thing it was about, right? Even if it was a bunch of diverse, very agenda-driven characters, listen, that's fine. We have that in video games. We have that in entertainment. It might not be everyone's choice, but if you can deliver a good story that's not about that's not about the agenda, that those people just happen to be taking place in that world, in the story you're telling, just like Abby in The Last of Us, with The Last of Us DLC, where it's revealed that she's a lesbian. No one review bombed that, did they? Those fucking bigots. But now it's about that. No, it's actually about the story that's fucked up. Indeed. But
Even you member.
Do I? Oh, look at that.
Yeah.
Project Utopian. Thank you so much, Project Utopian. Right as he says that, becomes a channel member. Thank you, Project Utopian. Welcome to the Raging Ryans. I appreciate you, my friend. Thank you. Thank you so much. Now you can use the fuck Naughty Dog emote.
Yep.
But that's not even the only time where they swapped out those trailers, guys. This is from the story trailer. This is from the final game. Old Joel, young Joel, because this is a fucking flashback. A fucking flashback that they tricked you into thinking would be a big part of the story. Look at this fucking deceptive practice.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely disgusting. God. But should we risk the memes? The fans.
Yes.
At this point, if they're taking down memes, still it's just all out desperation. Desperation at this point.
Well, I'm not too worried about getting taken down because of the memes. I'm worried about going down and seeing, Abby's A- tits, possibly on the screen. But we'll risk it. We'll risk it. The fans, Naughty Dog, me not even a fan of the series, just enjoying the drama. Because there's a large contingent of LGBTQ plus community that is upset about this game because they feel they're being used as a shield for this.
Yeah.
A shield.
And it makes them look like trash.
Mm-hmm.
It really does. Oh my gosh, this is pretty good.
I love that one.
This is Lev, Lev is actually Lev is actually transgender. That is confirmed. There's a whole story arc about Lev being transgender. And in fact, that's what I said from the beginning, even though we didn't have confirmation, because the actor who was cast to play him is a child trans actor. So it made a lot of sense for that to be the case. I guess we'll listen to it just a little bit. Oh.
Oh my God.
Yeah, he just gets freaking wrecked. He just gets wrecked.
Oh my God, Aloy.
Oh my gosh, Lethal's gonna come in a second.
Yeah.
Aloy, strong and likable female character. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed.
Mwah.
Yeah, she's freaking awesome. Whenever someone dies as Abby, yes, there's so many people. This is hilarious. There's so many people that are just, when they have to play as Abby, just killing themselves and then posting it like this. That's Abby. I've seen people that are like, I've seen people clip together just like 3 straight minutes of Abby getting shot in the face, things like that. People just hate this character, guys.
Yeah.
It did not work. It did not work. Let's see. Look at this. How you poor soul. 3 years ago, posted to the Last of Us Reddit group. Fucking hate the Joel is dead theory. I mean, come on. Do you guys really think Naughty Dog would use such a cliche to draw out emotion from the fans? If I'm not mistaken, they even said that they wouldn't use such a tactic to tell a story. Them killing Joel and making Ellie go after his killer is just cheap and predictable story plot, which is way below the Naughty Dog standard.
I know. I feel so bad for him now.
I wonder what they've posted now that the game's come out. I wonder what they're saying.
Well, I don't know about that person, but I know the Last of Us Reddit is just an absolute. They're all just like apologists and deleting any negative comments. It's pretty fucking funny.
That's where you'd get people like that Gambit guy.
Yeah, yes, Gambit. And listen, hey, if you like this game, if you played it, you liked it, all for it. Enjoy what you like. I just think it's absolutely fucking horrendous with what they're doing. In all honesty, so and
Telling
I'm
someone
gonna
to jump off a bridge for it is just fucking retarded.
Oh yeah, well I don't give a shit about that. But yeah, Tugs, did you need to get going?
Yeah, I do. I gotta go. So taking my dad out for dinner for Father's Day. So
Nice. That's sweet.
Thanks for letting me come on.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm glad you're able to be here. Do you have anything to plug before you go?
Just park hopping. I'm not on Twitter anymore right now, so park hopping is the YouTube channel. Tommy's been plugging it. Thank you, Tommy. And that's it.
Nice. We'll definitely check out Park Hoppin' with Drunk 3PO and Tugs. They have a lot of fun over there covering theme park stuff. So awesome. Awesome.
Wow. We have Jester in the chat.
Oh, do we really?
Yeah.
Nice. Oh, there. Yeah, Jester spending 15 hours playing as the most unlikable video game character in 2020 was awful.
That's a lot of hours. Jeez.
Well, and you know, that's the fucking thing is Neil Druckmann told us that we're not about fun here at Naughty Dog. And I don't think even the people that like this game, I don't think anyone would describe it as fun. And I wouldn't say that the first one was fun either. But I'm sorry, Tugs. I kind of interrupted you having to go.
No, you're good.
Sorry.
I'll see you guys later. Congrats, Ryan.
Thank you, Tugs.
Hi, Tugs.
Right.
But the first one is rewarding. I will say that because you get to build this emotional connection between Joel and Ellie. And even though the ending is crazy, right, and really makes you think, I would still say it's a very rewarding experience to go through that. What the fuck is rewarding about this? This is just torture porn. That's what this is. It's fucking depression porn. Like, for people that are like, this is just the way life is. Oh, I can't get enough of it. Like, that seems to be what this game is all about. But thanks for being here, Jess. Appreciate that, man. 15 hours of your life saved. Yeah. God.
So that's more than half the game.
Yes.
If you're doing a straight story playthrough.
About 60% is about what the estimates I've heard from everybody. Yeah. About 60% of the game is Abby.
So even using the Halo 2 example that I gave you, you're still Master Chief for majority of it.
Right. Yeah, and listen, I do understand what they were going for, in all honesty. Like, I get it. I understand they were going for this, the fucking shock value of killing Joel, and then the subversion of your expectations, right? And then the idea that, now you have to play as this character, but we're going to make you feel sympathy for it, so you're thinking about your actions all through the game. But they just did it fucking terribly. There is nothing you can do to convince me that Joel deserved what happened to him.
Right.
Because there's nothing you can do to convince me that I shouldn't have killed every motherfucker in that hospital at the end of The Last of Us. Because I would. To save my child, I would kill each and every motherfucker in that hospital who was going to try to kill her. And they were. Regardless of if there was a cure for fucking humanity or not. That's my child, and that was Joel's child. And you can't convince me that Abby was justified. That's how I feel about it.
I don't even think you can... Like, what they did to Joel, I think it goes a bit beyond that. Just the way he acts. He would never end up in that situation, based off everything that we've seen of him.
Yeah.
For him to just turn around and become the most trusting guy in the world.
This is the dude who ran over somebody who was pretending like they were shot or something because he knew that he was trying to get tricked.
Exactly. Look, Joel is a bit of a Mad Max type character. He's got a good heart, but he's kind of down the line, middle when it comes to it. Or you ain't gonna, unless it's fucking Tom Hardy, Mad Max. You ain't gonna trick him with some dumb shit like that.
No, and even I guess, I read the Bounding in the Comics article that pointed out that he also chastised Ellie because she immediately wanted to help these two people. So, if you have someone who is not trusting, who is very, I guess, pragmatic in his approach to who he's going to trust in the post-apocalyptic world, who suddenly, turn around and say, I'm going to trust this bunch of strangers. I have no idea who they are, and go to a mansion with them just because, they seem like cool people, is not the type of person from the first game, like continuity-wise, to the second one.
Yeah, exactly. And the idea that they've survived this long and that they would just so freely give up their names like that. It's like so stupid. You couldn't have found a better way to do it. Like, you couldn't have found a way. This is all they fucking needed to do. All you needed to do was to have Ellie be in trouble and have Joel come to try to help her. That's all. Is that too fucking? Is it too damsel in fucking distress for today? Could that not happen? You can't have a man try to go help a woman now. Is that the fucking problem? Even though Tommy and Joel do help Abby, that's the only reason Abby's dumbass fucking survives. God damn it.
Yeah.
But let me hit a couple of these super chats really quick here. Thank you guys. I see 777 in the chat, so thank you guys so much for being here. Blue-eyed Scorpio, $4.99. Aloy is the reason I loved Horizon Zero Dawn. I was very pleasantly surprised by that game. What accomplished that is great writing. Fuck the sexist I think shit. Is that what you meant? Yeah. Fuck the sexist shit. Yeah. I love fucking Horizon Zero Dawn. I don't love it because I get to kill a million fucking robot dinosaurs, although that is cool. I love it because of how Aloy's story progresses and how you get to learn about that world.
Absolutely. Big fan. I'm a big fan of the Aloys.
Oh, yeah. Lightning, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, Canadian, $5. This game is so dumb. I am so happy I seen the leaks. Just saved myself money. Also, congrats on 15K, bro. Well, thank you very much, Lightning. I appreciate that. I did not expect to be at 15K by today. When on Thursday I was celebrating 12, but I do really appreciate it, man. Thank you so much. And then the C Factor for $10. I just look at other players playing The Last of Us 2. The depression is real. We're going through lockdowns across the nation in real life. We can't even enjoy a political game without politics. And yeah, and it's not even just about the politics too, the C Factor. It's just about how fucking depressing and shitty this fucking game is. Here, I've got a clip from Tyler playing this game. We can't see the super chats on screen. Yeah, a couple of them scrolled up past, Larry. So once they scrolled too far past, and when we have this many people, it's a little tough to keep track of. So I'm reading them off a different screen. But thank you so much, Larry. I appreciate that. Let me share my screen again. If you guys don't got it. All right. I thought I was going to do that thing forever again. All right, here we go. Listen to what he says when he sees it's Abby. He just says ugly Abby bitch.
Ugly Abby bitch. 4 years earlier. Hey, look at this. Now playing as fucking Abby. It's so cringy. That's so insanely AIDS. That's so it's so dumb, man.
Okay, how old is she supposed to be? Because she looks pretty damn young in this 4 years earlier clip.
So what? Now
I'm not sure.
Her fucking backstory on Abby of why she did what she did and how Joel ruined her life, so she had to go look for Joel. Blah 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 blah.
I love this clip.
Hey, it looks good though.
It's beautifully made.
Yeah.
Can't keep doing this.
Shut up, bitch. I just want
Oh God, Mr. Caskell for $5. Nothing will ever replace The Last of Us Part 1. I think we need to drop The Last of Us Part 1. It's just The Last of Us. That's the whole story. The Last of Us. It was beautifully created. Part 2 is not grabbing me emotionally. Yeah, well, and thank you so much for the super chat. I do appreciate it, and I agree. I think that's a lot of people's problem with that. Larry says working out. Yeah, Larry, what I was saying was sometimes they scroll up so fast that in this program you can't get to them quick enough. So that was the problem before. Pain, Sama TV. Can we just move on, please? I'm going to keep making more videos, I think. That's what I'm going to do when it comes to The Last of Us.
Maybe he means metaphorically. Like, can we just, as a collection, just move on?
You mean can we just all forgive each other and go our separate ways? I guess I will find you and then forgive you. That's
That's brilliant.
Directed by Shill Cuckman. Oh my God. The Last of Us reconfirmed. Game will be a prequel, and you'll play as this guy. Summer 2027 can't come soon enough. Jesus. Jesus, that is fucking funny. This is the dude who killed his daughter, I believe, from the first game.
Yep.
God. Yes, exactly. Exactly. This is what we're doing.
Right, damn it.
100%.
Yep.
That says NSFW. We're not going to click on that.
So it's a good one.
Mhm.
Yes. Yeah. You really play half the game as Abby. I'm not finished. Or I'm finished, not continuing. Boom. Just like that. This was what we went over before, which is a really interesting perspective on why Abby and Ellie are so different. Leaked image of Abby's brother hidden. I'm not going to look at that. Look. You just hate this game because you are homophobic. The Last of Us 2, or the plot of Last of Us 2 is bad, says the LGBT community. NPCs mad because there's nothing else to say. Is Joel hung like Abby? Joel has a horse cock. Confirmed. You said it twice, maybe more, but yes, he's hung like Abby.
I think that might be a bot or something because he's spamming it.
Well, he just wants to know about horsecock.
I guess so.
Right, fucking hell.
But now you know. Now you know about horsecock, RJ Steincore. I wish that Abby had been hung literally in the game. Let's see.
By a horse cock.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that'd be good. Oh, here you go. Here's more. This is at the end. I think this is when he's done. I think this is Tyler after he's done with the game. Let me get a couple of these super chats really quick. Mar Landau for $5. Thank you so much for that super chat. It doesn't say anything, but I really do appreciate it. Melissa Lord, $5. Here's $5. Happy Father's Day, Ryan. Well, thank you so much. My birthday is next Sunday, but don't worry, I'll be here. Love y'all and the stream I look forward to each week. Fuck Naughty Dog, #expanded universe. Thank you so much, Melissa. And that's actually a good time for me to plug. We are doing EU Book Club. We're reading Jedi Search, which I don't know where I put my Jedi Search book. It's right here. We are reading this book right here for Expanded Universe Book Club. It'll be on my channel next Saturday, so 6 days from now. So if you're not done reading, I would finish that up.
I haven't even started it because the damn thing hasn't gotten here yet.
Mara, you find nothing fucking gets to your place. Where the fuck do you live?
Where do you live?
I'm not. Well, first off, I'm not doxing myself. Secondly, I ordered it from Amazon. I'm supposed to be here before now, according to their estimations, and I have not gotten any notifications from Amazon via email that it's even shipped.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Well, go to the store. I don't know.
There's nothing open. Stores are still shut because my governor's an asshole.
Oh, that's right.
Governor is asshole.
He is.
So this I think is after he's done with the game here. Let's see what he says. God damn it.
0 out of 10 doesn't make any fucking sense. The playthrough of the story was fucking retarded. You should feel ashamed of yourself. You should be ashamed. Ashamed that we waited so long for this piece of shit. You should feel ashamed. Now, the dollars that with character development, gameplay, storytelling, what do we give this game? This would be the all-time a second game in this series, and how good the first one was to this game right here. This might be the worst. Actually, no bullshit. This might be one of the worst games I've ever played. I'm not even kidding. From everything around, I swear it. I actually swear it. This might be one of the worst variety games I've ever played in my 4 years of being a streamer.
God.
Ouch.
Wow.
That's rough. And he was obviously rough on it the whole time, but Jesus. There you go. Joel should have gone out like fucking Logan. Yes.
Yeah.
Like Logan. Let's see.
I remember when Logan was coming out, there was a lot of like fan art of taking like posters of Logan and swapping the characters with Ellie and Joel. So they kind of had that same sort of father-daughter dynamic.
100%. Yeah, they did. If I don't know about Schindler's List of Gaming, but we've definitely found gaming's Jar Jar Binks.
That's why I feel really bad for, you know, the Last of Us fan base, because they're basically going through what Star Wars fans went through when The Last Jedi came out. That's what they're going through right now. And they're dealing with the same backlash that we went through when the fucking Last Jedi came out.
Yeah.
So
Siri,
I feel really bad for them.
Yeah. Yeah, it's true. And like I said, so I really enjoyed The Last of Us, the first game. I played it. Somebody asked me today, actually, too, like how long it took me to play through it. I played it on shift work at my job on a PlayStation 3 that was like in our little community area at work. And so I played it in like, 1 to 2 hour spurts over maybe a week and a half. And I really enjoyed it. It wasn't, it's not like, oh, the best game of all time, like a lot of diehard fans do feel, but it's clearly a really good and well-crafted story that makes you think, and makes you feel. The only thing you feel in this game from everyone is fucking hate. That's the only thing that this game makes you fucking feel. And that is a problem. Mr. Caskell, again, super chat for $10. Naughty Dog should have just left The Last of Us alone. They didn't need a sequel, really. It was a masterpiece and impactful. I agree. And I actually think that it wasn't supposed to have a sequel. I think that's a big problem with this game, is that it was just meant to be a story, and then it was so fucking big and got so huge that they're like, well, we have to make another one. And they were like, wow, let's really shock everybody. Jesus. Yeah, exactly. That is the clip where Manny gets shot in the head for 4 minutes. I wasn't going to show that on stream because I don't want to get, got for violence or whatever. Owen. Yeah. Let's see. Seriously, couldn't have explained this better. What a massive misfire from Naughty Dog. Let's see what this says. Come on. The revenge is bad angle doesn't even work with this game, because the person who gets revenge gets to walk away with a loved one, whereas the person who gives up on it loses everything. Yes, that's the fucking point. That's the fucking point.
Yep.
God, it's fucking trash. It's funny. Lethal is the one who like first tipped us all off to this, because Lethal was awake when the game leaked, I think. And you got to you ripped down some of the scenes and you let everybody know. And then once we found out what was happening, Jeremy like called me and he's like, hey, this is going to be like The Last Jedi of video games. And at the time I was like, well, I guess we'll see. And then when I looked in, I'm like, God, this is bad. And then they started striking channels, and it would just continue to fucking escalate. And now we're where we are today.
Never. I don't think any of us saw it coming to this level.
Yeah, they did take it to another level by striking channels.
Yeah, spot on. Like at the start,
that's just another level.
We're all just looking at the start saying, yeah, this is really bad. But then oh boy. And then within 24 hours, you had Neil Cuckman on Instagram calling people transphobes and shit like that.
Yeah, all they had to do, stay quiet. Not say anything, stay quiet. We probably would have like talked about it, and like in a week would have moved on to the next topic, like whatever. But then you start copywriting channels, and you blew it up. They basically blew up in your face.
Yeah.
Listen, I'm not a fucking...
Ryan is living proof of that. His channel is blowing up in your face. I mean, look at it. It's grown by 3,000 subscribers in the past 3 days. It's crazy.
Yeah. Ryan has gained more from Naughty Dog than all of Star Wars combined.
It's basically true. And I'm a fucking Star Wars channel. That's what I am. And Star Wars and comic book channel. That's what I cover normally. I would have made a video about this, maybe a follow-up video, because it did pretty well. But then I would have moved on. But then they struck my channel. Then they started striking my friends' channels and everybody else. Then I went full force after this because they fucking pissed me off and they got me a lot of attention. Like, What are they fucking doing? This is their fault. How you look defending the plot of The Last of Us 2. Don't touch my garbage, says the cop.
I saw that one.
Yeah.
Oh, God. Oh, look, even the president's tweeted about it. God. No forgiveness. Bigot sandwiches. All is forgiven. These fucking bitches fighting in the lake. Fanboys on Metacritic. Yeah. You must play the game plus 100 plus hours, earn the platinum, and write a fully detailed article on why you dislike the game in order for your review to count.
Jesus. Oh, I saw that one too.
Marketing then. My graphics will make your dick fly off. My story will be unmatched for 100 years, and I will make you cry like a child and laugh like you've never laughed. I will deliver on every point I advertise and not mislead you. Marketing now. If you don't like it, then you're a bigot, homophobe, racist.
I love the dog too. He's just like,
poor puppy. To the leaker. Yes.
yeah.
Oh, the leaker, the glorious leaker. May he or she forever remain anonymous.
Well, and just fucking remember, when you see all of these fucking media sites, all these websites, and all these access media people parroting what Naughty Dog wants them to say, that, oh, it's getting review bombed because of racist fans or sexist fans, bigoted fans, all of these things. Oh, it's just bot reviews. These don't count. It's just a flood of fake reviews. Just remember, when they're parroting that, they are the same fucking ones who parroted, oh, as soon as it came out, they didn't say shit about the strikes. They didn't say shit about any of that. But as soon as they said, oh, it wasn't a hacker, or sorry, it wasn't an employee. No one hates us here. All our employees love us. It was a hacker, guys. They all said it was a hacker. It was a hacker. It was a hacker. Every fucking article said that within an hour of them releasing it. What have we heard about it since then? Fucking nothing. The access media helped sweep this shit under the fucking rug for Naughty Dog to keep their access. And that's why we don't respect them at all. But let me catch up on a couple of these super chats, guys. Again, thank you so much for the support. It's been incredible. Did not expect this many people. I don't even think notifications went out for this stream. I didn't think they would, at least. So there's a lot of fucking people here. Let me get to these. So I read that one from Melissa Lord, and I read that one. Generic edgelord for Norwegian Crones. 25 damn years down the drain, Naughty Dog. Bloody hell. Yeah, it's fucking rough. They got away. They have so few of the people who helped build it, too. That's the disappointing thing. That Tug Life for $5. Thank you so much. And she says, fuck Naughty Dog with a F Naughty Dog emote. Thank you, Tugs. I'm glad you're able to join us for a while. It was good to have you on the stream. Good to have you on there. Look at this. Dark Side Droids. Press J to show respect for Joel on Father's Day. Let's see those J's in the chat, everybody. J's in the chat. And Steph is also out there with the fuck Naughty Dog as well. Thank you, Steph. Mega Gamer 212000 for $5. Marlene should have had a daughter and have her as the main antagonist, not just for revenge, but continue to her work to make a vaccine. That would be something that I could see happening if they had maybe it had been like they're still trying to get a vaccine. That could have been a plot point in this game, and maybe that's why they're trying to track down Ellie. You know, God, there's so many fucking better ways they could have done it than what they.
Last of Us 2 be like vaccine what?
Yeah, that's literally
all those J's.
Yeah, there's so many J's. I wonder if Drunk's still here. Drunk's could be like, yo, there's J's in the chat for me. It's over, Anakin. I have the high ground. I'm sorry, Master. I forgive you.
Oh, imagine that. Yeah. Holy shit.
Jeez.
God.
Forgive the Sith we must. Episode 3, Forgiveness of the Sith.
God, this is perfect. Is this Troy Baker? Is that Troy Baker's fucking head?
I can't see it.
Oh, it says, okay. All right, let me pull it up. Make it bigger here. It says, okay, guys, we need to do a sequel to Last of Us. Any ideas? Troy Baker says, let's kill Joel for shock effect. Anita says, and push SJW agendas. The leaker says, how about we just make a great game? Gone.
Yeah.
God, that is who punches the trans kid Lev in the face. The Last of Us Reddit, woke media, blind fanboys, and cuckmen. Leaks were true. Joel dies first 2 hours. 3.3 user score. Repetitive gameplay. False advertising. Abby Armstrong lives. People who avoided the leaks.
Abby Armstrong. That's brilliant. I love the way how Abby's kind of like she's got as many titles as Batman, you know, like Gotham Knight and Cape Crusader, Dark Knight, you know, all of that stuff. And Abby's got like just as many. Abby Armstrong's a new one. Abby Zilla. What is Big Mama Pump? That's what Ripper calls her.
Yeah. Darkside Droid says the game should have ended with Ellie sacrificing herself to provide her viral immunity to the world. Guys, think about that, right? So that could have even been a way that, say, like Abby or Ellie's going out after these people, and Joel like comes after her. And they kind of hunt these people down together, and they find out. Then Ellie finds out kind of what had happened. That there was actually a chance for a cure. Joel ends up dying and sacrificing himself in some way, and then Ellie makes the decision to sacrifice herself for the rest of the world. Like you could have the same kind of fucking what if thoughts, the deep, emotional, thought-provoking story that you would want to have with that, without having to have a character be completely not himself. God, the game should have just ended. Yeah. Or the game should have ended as just an idea, maybe. Yeah. Let's see. Oh, of course, Neil Druckmann loved The Rise of Skywalker. Left the theater with a huge smile, feeling like a kid. It was thrilling, emotional, and satisfying.
Yeah.
I think that Daisy Ridley might have been the template for Abby based on cup size, if I had to guess. So maybe that is true. Maybe that is true. What is this? There is no Easter Bunny. There is no Tooth Fairy. And there's no Last of Us Part 2. That's it. Neil's getting deported. Jesus. Can't believe I was forced to play half the game as this ugly fucking bitch. Jesus.
That's all it says.
Yeah, that's all it says. Abby tortures Joel for killing her dad. Ellie and Tommy hunt and kill the people who conspired to kill Joel. Abby, how dare you? Naughty Dog never makes a bad game. Woof.
Yeah, didn't age well.
This is a great point. I wanted to fucking look at this again. I brought it up in a video I did. Fuck. God, it's so far away. Let's come a little closer here. All right. The score is low because they hate LGBT in stories. Fucking homophobes. Because The Last of Us Part 2 user scores. But then all of these other games that involve LGBT storylines, like Life is Strange, The Last of Us Left Behind fucking DLC, and Detroit Become Human all have good user scores. So that doesn't make any fucking sense. These people are just trying to manipulate the narrative any way they can. And it's fucking disgusting.
Well, best of luck to them, because they're going to have to do a hell of a lot harder than shit like that, where it's just so easy to prove it wrong. But more power to them. Simp's got a simp.
Simp's got a simp. It's interesting to watch. Like, I feel like there's a lot of people who are like legit devastated about all this shit. I'm not one of them, because we saw the leaks before. We were kind of prepared for all this.
Yeah.
But
even so, seeing like big Last of Us fans,
yeah.
I feel for them. I really do feel for them.
I feel for them too. I don't feel for the ones as much that come into my fucking chat and like, or come into my comments and are like, you just hate it because you're a bigot. I say, well, you must be literally fucking retarded. And then that's all. I don't try to convert them, Mara. That's the thing. Mara spends too much time arguing with people in her comment sections, trying to convert them. So
yeah, no, I don't try to convert them. I basically not converting them. No, just more intellectually pointing out their retardation. But then if they still act that way, I just tell them that I use the ad revenue I get from monetization to pay for their mom.
There you go.
What the fuck?
Right.
Scoundrels Cantina. Oh my god,
yes,
big fan.
Scoundrels Cantina in the chat. Hope you guys are doing well. Good to see you here.
Do you remember like the old streams with Scoundrels Cantina and Boofire? They were fucking lit, man.
Yeah.
They were so good. I loved Boofire, man. He was great. He was fantastic, man.
It seems like forever ago. I helped make a video for Scoundrels Cantina on Kip Duran, where I did the voiceover and they did the animation for it. And it seems like fucking forever ago. But good to see you guys here. Hope you're doing well. Mega Gamer again for $5 says first half takes place during the 5-year time skip. Second half, you play as a custom Firefly, clearing out infected and transporting the cure to other survivors. That'd be pretty cool, actually. Literally fucking anything would be better than what we got. Jesus. Fucking anything at this point. Is there a sex scene with Abby? Oof.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
There is.
Oh, yeah.
Trying to think.
Look at Lethal's avatar. I mean,
that's all you have to...
That's the noise she makes when she gets fucked.
Oh my god.
Here, let me show you a little something there. Close your eyes. Close your eyes.
Please
God,
don't.
is this Lyndon's clip, the one he made?
Yeah.
No,
it's not.
It's just a straight picture. I'm not. I don't want to play. I don't want to play it because I feel like it might get cut for something. But there you go, Scoundrels. Maybe we can get Scoundrels Cantina and Boofire as well at some point.
Oh fuck yeah,
that'd be cool.
Boofire is like one of the main reasons why I ended up on Gundam, because I was so crushed with Star Wars. There was no EU, and I thought Disney was just shit. And then he comes along and says, "Hey, you should watch Gundam." And I was like, "All right, I will. I've heard of it, and now I love it."
Yeah. Timothy says Ryan is gay. God, you're
Correct.
such a bigot. Homophobe. That must be why you don't like it. Let's see. There we go. This is a still from that scene. This is Abby getting absolutely raw dogged, going in dry from Owen. So
Reamed and creamed.
Reamed and creamed, yes. So that is a very disturbing part of the game. A disturbing, no fucking lube. That's right. No fucking lube.
God.
Reamed and creamed.
Our trooper says, I beg for the simple days of non-agenda driven games like SNES and Sega. Thank you for speaking the truth, my friend. You are a voice of reason in this sane world. Well, thank you very much. I do really appreciate that. I appreciate that a hell of a lot. So thank you for that. It means a lot. Thank you to all I know we've got a lot of people. This is their first time on a stream. I do appreciate you guys. If you guys are new subscribers or if you haven't subscribed, please do consider doing that. The channel is growing, baby. It's going really fucking well. And we're going to keep riding this shit all the way. You guys have any, as we kind of come up on the 2-hour point, Steph kind of as an outsider and someone who I don't know if you played the first Last of Us, just kind of as someone who's seen what's going on. Any overall thoughts on what Naughty Dog has done and if they can fucking recover from this?
I mean, probably, yeah, they can probably recover from it. But as an outsider, no, I didn't play the first game. I'm obviously not playing this one. But as you know, from an outsider's perspective, I kind of, just like I mentioned before with The Last Jedi, with Captain Marvel, you know what to expect. So you kind of know how it's going to be played out, how it's going to play out with these companies, what their narrative is going to be. what the actors who played the voices of the game, all the motion capture, what their Twitters are going to look like, what Neil Druckmann's Twitter is going to look like the next couple of days. You know, when I was, all of this that you guys are talking about, it kind of reminds me of like The Walking Dead and the showrunner who was replaced this past season, or was it this past season or the season before? I can't remember, but he was replaced just because he liked doing things on The Walking Dead for shock value, and fans of The Walking Dead, they just didn't like that. So he lost a lot of viewership because of that, and they ended up replacing him. They moved him to another show. And I'm wondering if that's what's going to happen to Neil Druckmann, if eventually later on down the road, you know, if that's going to happen to him as well.
Nah, he's stunning and brave. He'll be there for the long haul.
I think they've really committed to him. But I think, and like I said, when you look at what they've been doing, Druckmann has been very positive on his Twitter. And the only negative we've seen from people at Naughty Dog was quickly deleted when the couple actresses made the comments about bots. Those tweets
were deleted.
They were quickly deleted. I think they knew exactly what the reaction was going to be. I think they knew all along that people were going to fucking hate this, and they were ready. And they told everybody, like, listen, we can't be seen as fighting the fans because they had so much time to prepare for this. Once they knew the leaks were out and the people hated it. So that I was kind of looking forward to that, to be honest. I really was hoping that they would start going after fans. Not because I want a company to do that, because I wanted to talk about it and criticize them for it.
Yeah.
Well, as far as like the media did go after. They did. They were like, ooh, toxic gamers. And that was just dumb. That was just dumb. But it was expected. But it was expected. Because that's their go-to. Their go-to is just toxicity.
That's right. Bruce Lombardo is here. Hail, Bruce. Good to see you here, buddy. Just recently became a channel member over on Lethal's channel. Bruce Lombardo said, hail the chat. Be sure to get your Ryan Kinel merchandise. Want a sweet mug for your black coffee or your Black Rifle coffee? Head to his merchant shop and procure one. I do indeed have coffee mugs of all my RK Outpost stuff, and I also have shit for Naughty Dog merch. So I see a lot of people liking this shirt. We've had a lot of people buy this shirt over the past couple of days. And we're going to keep pimping it. Steph's been putting it in chat, guys. If you do want one, I highly recommend getting it. Let everybody know exactly how you fucking feel about this garbage ass game. But thank you, Bruce, to appreciate that, brother. Let's see. Mara, what about you? What are your kind of final thoughts here?
Well, my final thoughts were, I guess in a way, sweet vindication. Like I don't wish this on people necessarily. These are people that were looking forward to the game, and we've all been in situations where we've looked forward to anything, whether it be movie, comic book, or game, and basically know the pain of them completely destroying the characters, destroying the story, and so forth. So I don't really wish this on anyone. However, I do feel that vindication where, like we've been saying, like time and again, these leaks have been proving to be true, and then now they've been finally proven to be true, and within the context that makes it all worse for the people playing the game. A story-driven game that should have followed the two main characters from the first game and at least given one a hero's death, for one of a better way of putting it. He should have gotten a hero's death, not some revenge killing where that person does not learn a lesson, but you're a shit character, you're a shit person because you're being told revenge is bad by the end of the game, pretty much. So it's like they shot themselves in the foot, and I think they're going to stick with Neil Druckmann. He's there pretty much for the long haul. I think they've dug that hole, and now they can't find a way to get out, at least in the near future.
They have gotten rid of everyone else.
Yeah,
everyone else they've either gotten rid of or they've stepped away. Neil Druckmann is the guy, and he's surrounded himself with his people. So I think he's going to be the guy there for a while. He's a vice president there. So I think he's going to be there for a while, unfortunately. But we'll see. McKinney90, thank you so much for the $5 super chat. Appreciate that very much. Lethal and Mara fighting again.
I see that.
But speaking of that, Lethal, what say you? Final thoughts on all this shit?
Final thoughts. It's quite simple. Fuck Naughty Dog.
That's true. Fuck Naughty Dog is damn right. And you know, speaking of that, I do need to give a shout out to the person who created this logo for me. Space Windu has a channel. Definitely go check him out. Just Space Windu. He makes lightsabers and shit. They do custom lightsabers and things over there. Really cool dude who has has made a couple things for me, and I do really appreciate this because this is the biggest hit for sure for my merch store that we've ever had. For the patrons and the channel members. Oh, let me read this real quick from Scoundrels Cantina. We're so sick of politically correct bullshit. It's bloody unbelievable. PCBS can burn in hell and all the Hollywood tards. Yes, they can. And thank you to Steph for plugging Space Windu for sure. Stop pre-ordering. The only thing I've pre-ordered is fucking Cyberpunk.
Yeah, that's the only one I've pre-ordered.
That's the only thing that I have pre-ordered, indeed. For the patrons and channel members, we will be doing a hangout in Discord right after the stream, giving about 10 minutes to pee and get a drink and stuff like that, and to say goodbye to these wonderful people on the panel with me. But we will be in the supporter chat on Discord, so if you're a new member and don't have your Discord tier set, patrons and channel members will all have supporter access. You can go in there and we can chat and have a good hangout after the stream. But I want to say thank you to each and every one of these people in the chat and each and every one of the people on the panel because I could not be where I am. This channel would not be where I am without everybody's help. 15K, that was going to be my goal to hit about 40 days from now. Maybe now it's 20. Maybe now it's 20. We'll just have to see. But to keep moving the goalposts in a good way. Schnick says Ryan jinxed Cyberpunk by pre-ordering. It will suck now.
I have more faith in CD Projekt Red than I do in Naughty Dog.
Well, I think that if it will suck, I'm gonna make my fucking cock so massive in Cyberpunk that it's gonna have a tough time. You're gonna have a tough time swallowing the whole thing, Schnick. So we'll see. I hope Cyberpunk doesn't suck. I hope it doesn't. Melissa Lord, $2. See you, Ryan. #EU. Kip Duran for the win. I do love some Kip Duran. Good to see you growing, Ryan. That's what she said, Bruce.
I was waiting for that.
But no, thanks, man. I really appreciate that. I will have another video out on Last of Us stuff tonight, probably in an hour or so. I need to get another notification. I need to wait for that. But thank you guys all for being here. You mean the world to me. Go watch me play Mario Kart later on Geeks and Gamers Twitch if you want. But
that's always fun.
Oh, yes. And, we got to end the stream with me playing a video game, I think, since I refuse to upload any other shit. Well, actually, you know what we're going to do? This is what we're going to do. Because even though we're all DC people on this panel, I think that this is truly everyone coming together to fucking hate Naughty Dog, guys. We'll end with this. I'll talk to you later. Peace.
Avengers!